Hey guys, it's Oberstadt, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a July recap from my shop, my stash. This is actually being recorded on like August 5th because I've had a lot going on. I have been very sick for the past 2 weeks. I have been having a really bad time with pain. It's raining every day, so my pain tolerance has like dwindled as it rains, but it is Florida. In the middle of last week, my friend Amber's 15-year-old daughter passed away from complications due to a heart episode. And her daughter has had very similar, most of her heart conditions were what I have, but one of hers was a little bit different than one of mine, and her heart just stopped one day. So they don't know how long she was without oxygen before they were able to get her heart restarted, and I've been there. My heart stopped when I was 27 after a heart attack. My heart was stopped for 3.5 minutes. It was like 3 minutes and 40 something seconds. Anyways, so I know what it does to the body and the mind when your heart stops for more than just a few moments, and it has been very hard trying to help her go through this, and I'm cooking meals and taking stuff to her, and the memorial service is tomorrow, and so there's just been a lot going on, and I had food poisoning Saturday, so I'm actually recording this on Monday, August 5th, so I know I'm behind. I should have recorded this last week, but I've just had so much going on that I just haven't had a chance to get it recorded, so hopefully you guys forgive me for being late on this, but I've really had a lot going on. So, getting into the products. The first thing I guess I'll pull here is the BH Cosmetics Classic Blush Palette. I did use this quite a bit. I used it for not only bronzer but blush, and I did a tag video that's actually going up today at 5 on a premiere that I will be in chat for, but you guys, it's already going to be passed before I get this edited. This is one of the items that I pulled for the tag video because it's a multitasking palette for me, because the bottom two shades right here are kind of like bronzery tones for my skin, and I really do like the assortment of blushes in it. This is the classic blush palette. They have one called the nude blush palette, and I think this right now is on sale for like $6.80. It's originally $8. But the nude version is more darker tones, more berry tones, more brownie neutral shades, and then this one has more pinks and mauves in it. So that's one reason why I picked this up versus the other one. So I enjoy that palette if you're looking for like an all-around kind of blush palette. I've also done, I'll try and link that in the cards. I did an entire makeup look with this palette, a blush, bronzer, and eyeshadow using that palette. I did a full makeup look. In the last BoxyCharm box that I got for July, because I couldn't afford to get it for August, I got this Butter London eyeshadow palette, which is beautiful. I did use this for several looks. I also did a swatch video for it. I think I'll have to look. I can't remember. I'll have to look. It's a beautiful palette. It's very like good for like everyday like neutral things. If you need like neutral colors to wear to work, there's only 2 matte shades in here, the turquoise shade and the dark brown, but I think you can get away with just doing a little bit of darkness on the outside and then throwing a shimmer all over your lid, and you should be good to go. The dreaded palette, the Huda Mauve Obsession palette. This one here, I was so let down by it. I was looking forward to using this. This came in my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, which I also had to cancel because I couldn't afford to keep it. BoxyCharm is like $21.95 a month plus tax because they're here in Florida like I am. The Ipsy Glam Bag Plus is $25 a month, so I couldn't afford to keep Ipsy Plus, and BoxyCharm, so I just kept Ipsy. It was super, super patchy. The metallics and shimmer shades in this palette are gorgeous, but all of the matte shades, which is basically this entire bottom row, these 2 shades and this burgundy shade up here, they're beautiful colors, but they didn't blend on me. They didn't work. If I had a dry spot, they grabbed. They constantly were like, I was like working. It took me like an hour and 45 minutes to do 2 eye looks, 1 palette with this, and I was so frustrated when I got done with it. I almost wanted to just wash it all off because I could not get them to blend. Even doing the swatch video for this, it was awful. I was so let down by this little palette because I liked the nudes. I liked the, the Rose Gold Remastered palette. I really wanted to get those, but they're awfully pricey. This little guy is $27, and as far as I can tell on their website, it says sold out. And I know some people love it, but everybody that has left me a comment about this has also had the same issues that I had, saying that the shadows feel dry, they're patchy, they're I mean, literally, if I could just toss this behind me, I would, but it's an eyeshadow palette and I don't want to break it. I might just douse this with alcohol and list it on Depop for sale. I'm not sure yet. I might try and use it a couple more times to see if I can get it to work for me, but I mean, you figure most eyeshadow looks take me like 15 minutes or less to do both eyes, and that's doing 2 different looks, and for a palette to take me almost 2 hours to get 2 eye looks done, that's a huge no for me. Then there's the palette I bought. This is the Honey palette from ColourPop. This is their yellow palette. I have been wanting a all yellow palette for a while. I love it. I really do love it. I've done several looks with it. I even did a look in conjunction with the Huda palette and this one. I did 2 looks, 1 palette with this. I did a swatch video for it, and I did a swatch video comparing it to any and all yellow shades, anything that was in here color-wise. I swatched every palette I owned to find similar shades, and I had some that were very close, some that you could mix colors to get almost similar, like almost the same shade, but not quite. So this is very unique to my collection, and I'm very glad that I picked it up when it first launched. Now getting into my magnetic palettes. This one here I'm going to have a hard time holding up because we have pans that came in Ipsy Glam bags that do not stay where I put them. So this is like my face palette. I've got 3 little bronzers down here. I've got some setting powders, highlighters, and blushes in here. Because Ipsy screwed up my order, they did send me a I'm sorry we screwed up highlighter. This is from Ofer Cosmetics. This is You Glow Girl. This was a collab with Dupe That. It is a beautiful pink shade. So that was a new addition to my singles, and I still have the little Godette packaging here for it. I have some runners on my other palette as well. I did pick up 2 yellow shades. One's a straight matte yellow. One of them is a gold shimmer shade from NYX Cosmetics. Those were new additions to my singles. This is like my more neutral, and then down towards the bottom you get colorful palette. And I need to redo these because these like little guys here, these are like Coastal Scent shadows, and they like to run around. I did get a depotting tool and the little magnet things that go with them, so I will be attempting to depot some of my shadows and stuff here soon, because I have a lot of like single shadows that come in like little things like this that I like to depot, because having a bazillion of these is kind of a pain. I'd rather just have them in this, so that way I can just pull this and know I have all the colors I want to use for a look. And I did use that several times this month. This is my other singles palette. This is my blues and my greens. I could probably put my purples in here too. But yeah, I reach for these quite a bit. I also use them for comparisons. And I guess I will pull the whole tray. A subscriber of mine sent me the Jeffree Star highlighter. This is in Hypothermia. This is stunning. Abso-freaking-lutely stunning. It looks peach in some light and purple in others and blue in other light. It's just absolutely gorgeous. This is one of the Supreme Frost. This is not the regular highlighter formula, but I absolutely love this, and I want to say thank you to You Know Who You Are for sending me this. This is the Pacifica Bronzed Rose. This is their Rose and Coconut Infused Blush and Bronzer Duo. You've got Wild Rose on one side, and then the other side is Desert. It's a blush and a highlight. I already had Wild Rose as a single blush in like a little container like this, that what I'm going to do is probably depot that one and stick it in the bigger palette. But what's also amazing about this little guy is this feature. This has been a lifesaver because it stays on my tray. I use it to do like my makeup looks. I've used this multiple times doing the battle of the mascaras. So I like hold it up next to the side of my face when I'm recording so you guys can see the reflection of my lashes in this mirror. Oh, this has been amazing. Not only is the product lovely, but the mirror on the back of it, hands down, couldn't ask for anything better. I picked up a NYX blush in Glow. This is a nice warm, like mauve-y brown shade blush. It's what I'm wearing right now. It is very kind of neutral, and I enjoy it. The NYX color corrector, this is their yellow one. This is their full coverage line. I still haven't gotten an email back from NYX as to whether or not these products were expired when I got them or not, and I probably never will. But I have used this. It doesn't work better than the liquid form of it. This is the HD Studio Photogenic Concealer. This is yellow. This is much richer of a yellow than this is. This is a pastel yellow. This is more like a buttercup yellow. And I also have their 2 concealers. This is in CW01 and 02. One of them is considered porcelain, one's fair. They're both kind of pink on me. They're okay. They're all liquid formulas, like very, very liquidy formulas. Since I'm kind of doing concealers, I will do the Essence one. The Essence one is about down to here now. This is a very light pastel yellow shade, and it is very watery on my skin, but I do use the NYX one with it to help kind of buff, you know, they kind of like help each other when I'm putting them on my skin, so that's nice. I pulled the warm fair version of the e.l.f. Camo Concealer when I started having complications with another concealer I will talk about here in just a minute, to put something in my monthly rotation that is something that I needed, as well as I wanted to try and get more use out of it to see if I could get it to work with some of my other products, because this little pot, hello, there's a little bug floating around here. This little pot concealer is very kind of greasy, or it's kind of emollient, so I figured it would work well with this. Needless to say, this still dried my skin out and made it tight, made every little line and wrinkle and everything show up. I can't get it to work on my dry skin. And the bad part is I picked up a darker shade, but it looks straight orange on my skin. So that's going back to Target. In my ColourPop order, I got the No Filter Concealer in white, and this came a quarter empty. I don't know if that's how they're supposed to come. I haven't contacted ColourPop yet, but it's also separated. It was separated in the tube, and it was like a quarter empty. So I thought this would be more of a thicker consistency. It was more watery than I thought it would be, and the opacity on it was not as good as the BH white concealer that I have. So it's not as amazing as I thought it would be. Then last we have the Letdown. This is the Maybelline Fit Me in Fair. Yeah, Fair. I've got a good quarter of this gone, but the problem is no matter where it doesn't smell bad. It smells the way it was when I got it. But no matter where I put this on my face, be it my chin, my nose, under my eyes, anywhere on my face, even the backs of my hands, it makes my skin burn all of a sudden. So this is going in my declutter container in here, so I can get rid of that in my next declutter video, because I'm not going to keep a product that's literally burning my skin. So take it how you want it. Now for mascaras, I pulled not only the Falsies, but the Falsies Flared. The Falsies Flared is the new one. The regular washable, the Falsies, the one in the metallic tube, is one that I've had for about a year now. And it's still good, but it's drying out. So I picked this up at Walmart, and they are very, very comparable. I'm wearing the washable one on my lashes right now, and it still has some life to it. So until it dries out to the point where it's not working on my lashes, I will continue to use it. I got the Thrive Cosmetics Mascara in my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. This mascara is a tubing mascara, and I've done a battle of video with it against both of those Maybelline mascaras, as well as the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. I still have to record a recap video, because I did not tell you my thoughts in those individual videos on how I felt about this product. But needless to say, I really enjoy this mascara, and the tube is like seriously heavy. I picked up a mascara from NYX. This is in like a lime green color. It kind of looks yellow on my lashes. I got it because of the Honey palette. And the first time that I used this, I just put it on my bottom lashes. I had a hell of a time getting this stuff off my lashes. Like, it did not want to come off, even with my Sephora cleansing oil. And then, of course, my dumbass decided it wanted to use it again, but instead of putting like a black mascara under it and then putting this over it, no, I just put this straight on my lashes and wore this mascara for like 2 days in a row because I could not get it off. This is not supposed to be waterproof, but boy, if it ain't. So if you need a waterproof mascara, I think I paid like $2 for this, maybe $4. It's some heavy duty. Bronzer, the L'Oreal Lumi Bronze. I bought this because of Shelly from Geek Out of Water. I love it. It's a beautiful tone. I'm wearing this as a bronzer today instead of the Pacifica one. Then we have the Luna eyeshadow. Of course, I did use this as an eyeshadow, but I also used it as a highlight this month. We have the Master Holographic Chrome. This is their Prismatic Highlighter in 100. It is a beautiful purpley sheen highlighter. It is stunning. I ought to do like a battle of with this one and the Jeffree Star one. So if you want me to do a battle of with other highlighters against the Jeffree Star, this Jeffree Star one, let me know, because I have a couple of highlighters that are similar in shade to this. So if you want to see me put the two against each other, then leave me a comment down below. This is where I was really disappointed with Ipsy this month. I paid extra for add-ons, and I paid for not one item, not two, but 3 items. Now, I did get 2 of the items in. One of them was this little facial oil from Red Earth that was slap full, and I've used it so much, a quarter of it's already gone. That stuff is darned expensive, but 3 drops is all I need for my face. It is amazing. I use it daily. I have been using it daily since I got it like the 16th or 17th of July, and I've gone through a quarter of a bottle. That stuff's good. Then I got the Colored Rain eyeshadow in the shade Superstar. This is a beautiful gold, metallic, oh my god, sunshiny gold yellow color, and it feels wet. I wanted their Queen of Hearts palette. I still want their Queen of Hearts palette. And then the other shade that I ordered was like a purpley shade. It was like a purpley, beigey, silvery kind of color. I paid for it. I never got it. I complained. They said they were going to send me a replacement. I never got that. What they did was they sent me this one again, which I'm either going to list it for sale, or I'm going to put it aside for a giveaway. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet, because I did pay for the add-on. And then after I got the replacement, got the wrong item, I sent them another message, because I literally went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with Ipsy. I was seriously fed up and about to tell them where to go and how to get there. They sent me the highlighter in with the extra eyeshadow. They finally refunded me the extra money that I paid for the other eyeshadow, because I guess now it's supposedly out of stock. And then I got another package in the mail like 2 days after my refund that has a lip gloss in it. And then just today, I got a nail polish in the mail from Ipsy. So I guess me complaining about the fact that every time I've had a problem with them since December, they haven't made it right. And they've said that they were going to make it right, but they didn't. And back in December, I incurred quite a few NSF fees because of their screw up, and almost had my bank account shut down because of what Ipsy did to my bank account. So all I wanted was them to notify the bank and let them know that they screwed up, and see if they could get my overdraft charges refunded. So like $90 something later, it finally got taken care of. But it took me like 3 months to get Ipsy to do the right thing. So I'm still very irritated. The Physicians Formula Moo Moo Butter in Pearl. This is a beautiful neutral, no base color highlight. Very icy on the skin. A little goes a long way. You can use it for just about everything. I love this, so there's no debate there. The ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Frog. I also picked up a couple of single shadows as well. I'm actually wearing this over the highlight that I have on right now. This is a beautiful color. It's like a beigey pink with a lot of glitter. So it's beautiful. I pulled a loose pigment, but I didn't use it, so I'm not even going to talk about it. Pulled another eyeshadow I didn't use, so I'm not going to talk about that either. Then I got, in my Ipsy bag, I got the What's the Tea from the Balm. I got the shade He Said, She Said, which is a beautiful lavender, lilac-y shade with gold reflex. There is yellow. This is a yellow-toned purple, so it's a very warm-toned purple. It is beautiful, but it does take quite a bit of building to get it to look the shade in the pan. So if you have that, just a heads up. Do brow stuff, I guess, next. I've been using this Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil. I bought this a while ago, but I never had a chance to use it because I was rotating through other stuff at the time. I've been using this quite a bit in the month of July. I really enjoy it. It was really hard at first when I did the swatch videos with all of the brow products, but I found that after I used it in my brows a couple of times, it wasn't as hard as I initially thought it was. And this is a really nice neutral color for my brows, so I enjoy it. I have the shade 4.5 from the Benefit Gimme Brow. I used that a few times this month in the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I just think this is too firm for my brows. I did use the BH Cosmetics Waterproof Eye Primer. I only have 2 eye primers left. I've got this one in the Urban Decay. I don't really use eye primer very often, but on days when my eyes are like super, super dry, I use it. But other than that, I really don't. This was the Jumbo Eye Pencil I bought from NYX in the shade Oyster. It is basically a cream formula of the Balm's eyeshadow. It's almost identical in shade, and what I think I might do is another battle of video with these 2 shades and using one on one eye and one on the other, and seeing if you guys could, which one you think works and looks and whatever better. So that's another battle of video that I thought about making. Lips. I pulled a red lip. I didn't wear it. I did a battle of with these 2. One of them is my LA Colors. This is the one that smells like juicy fruit. I love this lip gloss. I bought it at the Dollar Tree for $1. It's amazing. It's very moisturizing feeling. And then I got the Tarte one in my BoxyCharm. This is in Gold Rush. This is nice. It's not as thick as the LA Colors one. It's $17 more expensive, and the glitter particles in this one are much larger, so you can feel them on your lips. But all in all, these are very, very comparable lip glosses, and I enjoy both of them, and I hate lip gloss. I bought the NYX Butter Lipstick in the shade Root Beer Float. This is in the Mauve family, and believe it or not, I think it's the same shade as my L'Oreal Color Shine in the shade Varnished Rosewood. I think they're almost exactly the same shade, so I know I like the shade. The formula is very nice too. I like the other one that I have that's in Ripe Berry, but I was afraid it was starting to go bad because I've had it for 2 years, but it still wears fine, still smells fine, still acts fine, so I'm gonna keep using it until I have problems with it. The Stila liquid eyeshadow in Cloud, I'm very disappointed in this. I even like pulled the little stopper out at one point. I put eye drops in it to try and rehydrate it. I haven't even had this little guy 6 months, and it's 99% dried out, like horribly, horribly dried out. And somebody suggested that I keep it in its cardboard box to keep the air out of it. I'm like, are you an idiot? A cardboard box is gonna stop air from getting into a container that I like click closed? Like, really? I can't with people. I have the Wet n Wild lipstick in Java. This is a beautiful brownie, like gingery brown shade. It's kind of a neutral shade for me. I pulled a red lipstick that I didn't use, pulled another red lipstick that I didn't use. These were used in my video or the live stream that I did talking about masquerade themed makeup that I did for my friend Adriana that is getting married soon, and she was looking for makeup inspiration. And then the last thing I have for lips is, I think, oh no, I have 2 lip liners in here. This is the lip gloss from Make Beauty in Victoria Plum. This is a beautiful mauve shade, and it's super lightweight, has pepperminty aspects to it, so it's nice and cooling on the lips, and it stays pepperminty until the color is completely worn off, which is nice. I pulled one of my lip liners, which I actually used as a eyeliner, and I used this is the LA Colors in Relentless Red. This is one of their retractable lip liners, and I used that in the Masquerade live stream. And then for liners, we have one of mine that's gray. This is in Kohl. I used this. I pulled the Smashbox one in Fishnet because I wanted a black liner. I tried using the DTLA one from ColourPop that I've had for a while, but it's like dry and it was actually making my eyes burn, so I'm gonna have to test that out one more time to see if it's just gone off and I just need to get rid of it. I have the liquid eyeliner from CoverGirl called Intensify Me in Intense Black. It's okay. I don't quite care for the little itty bitty tip on it, and you can do like one swipe and then you have to shake it, and then you do one swipe and then you shake it, and then you do one swipe and you shake. It's a lot of work. I pulled my Infallible white eyeliner from L'Oreal. I love this stuff. It stays in my waterline for like 18 hours. But then in my ColourPop order, because I did buy a bundle with the palette, I got this one here from ColourPop in Exit. Holy crap, I thought this one was white in my waterline. This one's like twice as opaque, and it lasts just as good in my waterline. If you want to see a battle of with these 2 eyeliners, I will be more than happy to do that because I was very surprised at how well this worked on me and how opaque it was. I also have their white liquid liner in Grace that I got. I wanted to do like graphic type looks with it. I used it once and I ended up getting eyeshadow transferred all over it. It's a nice liner. It's opaque enough, but I really think that you have to go over it a few times in order to get the opacity that you want for it because it is kind of a real liquidy white formula. And then last we have Punch, which is the gel cream BFF whatever liner from ColourPop. Again, this came in the bundle that I got with the eyeshadow palette, and it is a beautiful like cantaloupe kind of yellowy orange shade. It works very nicely in the waterline, but it is more of an orange yellow, kind of like a school bus yellow than it's not this shade of yellow. It really is more the shade that the outside of the packaging is. So it does have more orange in it, but it's a really nice liner, just like the white one. I was blown away by it, and they're better than the cream gel liners that I have here. It's better than I had one that was called Get Paid, and then like I said, this one's DTLA from ColourPop. Those were the only products that I've ever tried from ColourPop were those and the brow pencil. So yeah, I really think that those are better than this one. So that wraps up everything, I think. I did pull foundation and stuff. I didn't use it. I didn't use it once this month, so there's no point going over it. It's in a little bucket over there on the counter, which I might as well just leave there because it's got primers and BB cream, a CC Plus cream, and a foundation in it. And I might as well just leave it in there, and maybe I'll use it for next month. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I don't really wear foundation, for those of you that know me. No, I hate the way foundation feels on my skin. Plus I have very, very dry skin, and foundation can be really rough on my skin. So anyways, I'm Rebecca Oberstadt. Hopefully you guys like this recap video of everything that I used for my July Shop My Stash. And what I usually do when I get my subscription bags each month, whatever products I get in those bags, I will add to whatever I'm currently using in rotation. So that is why there were additional products added in this month, like there usually is, just because, you know, if I'm going to get something from Ipsy or whatever, I'm going to use it, and I want to be able to use it for a couple of weeks to test it out. So, and that's what I usually do. And then I do like a recap video of everything that not only I pulled, but things that I got, or like things that I buy, that kind of thing. You'll get like a little miniature review of them in these recap videos. So anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. Hopefully you all have a great day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.